Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, we are going to be doing a first impressions using some of the products from my most recent Sephora haul. If you have not yet seen my Sephora VIB sale haul, I will link it up here for you guys. You should totally check it out because I got so many great goodies and I'm so excited to finally get to start playing with some of them today. I really hope that you guys enjoy the video, and without further ado, if you would like to know my thoughts and opinions on some of the products from my most recent haul, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so jumping right on in, we are going to start off with a primer today. I have the Henrickson Banana Bright Face Primer. It does say this can be worn alone, under makeup, or dabbed on top of makeup as a highlight. So I feel like that's really interesting and innovative for a primer. I don't know any other primer that can also be used as a highlighter on top of your makeup, so I feel that's really interesting. It also appears that it kind of has like a pearlescent finish to it, so I'm just going to start by dabbing it on my kind of like T-zone area. I may have done a smidge too much, but we'll make it work. Oh my god, I love the smell. It's kind of like balling up on my face, as you can see, so I'm just going to actually take a brush and just kind of lightly dust that off. I think I can make it work. Okay, so I went and just kind of cleaned up the little pieces that were balling off, just made sure I brushed them all the way off. I'm not really worried about it because it didn't come off in like my porous areas right here where I would definitely want the coverage. But I do think that's just something to keep in mind. This is not one that you kind of continuously rub. I typically do that with almost all of mine except for my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, just because I'm used to the way that one works. So this does have a little bit of like technique that you have to use when putting it on. So I'm not like saying no to that or anything right off the bat. That was an error on my part, not necessarily the primers. So I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm just going to kind of zoom through this, but I am going to be using my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I was about to use my Anastasia luminous foundation, but I have a pretty luminous looking blush, and you guys just know how I get. So I am just gonna go ahead in with a couple pumps of this. So in my haul, I picked up the Nars Laguna matte bronzer, which I am so excited about. I mentioned in my haul that I have wanted the Laguna bronzer forever, and I don't know why I just never picked it up. I guess maybe there was just always something newer that I wanted to try. So I'm just going to take this Aesthetica P12 brush and lightly tap it in there, and see, I'm not going to do any like contouring with it, just bronzing. It does seem to be pretty pigmented. I hope it works. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks quite pretty actually. Oh my goodness, that's a gorgeous color. It has like a kind of like warm orangey undertone to it, which I quite like, especially in the summertime. It kind of is giving me the ColourPop and Alexis Ren Golden Moment bronzer vibes that I really, really like. And that was, I'm pretty sure, limited edition, so I don't know that you can find it anymore. But this one is going on really pretty, I think. It's blending out really, really nice. I'm barely tapping in there. It's literally like a 1-2 tap, just because I don't want to go overboard. But it is looking like it's going to be pretty easy to build up. And I really like the color so far. Okay, so I'm going to hold there on the bronzer for now. I think it is really, really pretty, and I'm going to move into blush just because I don't want to build up the bronzer too much where it'll do something funny to the blush. I want to kind of give everything a fair chance. So I picked up this Patrick Ta Monochrome Moment Velvet Blush. This is in the shade She's Adorable. So this is the only product that I'm actually worried about today. When I swatched this in my haul video, I was surprised to find that this is actually very, very light looking, which it does not look in the pan. So here is the product swatched, and it is very, 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 very light. It is also extremely shiny. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sheen. I think it's a beautiful color. However, I don't know that this is actually going to do squat diddly for my skin. To me, this looks more like a blush topper. However, I'm not gonna let that deter me. I am going to put it on today, but I'm also just very nervous that this isn't gonna do much for me other than make my cheeks look really shimmery, which is not what I typically go for. So I am just going to dip in here. This is a Morphe E4 if you are wondering. There, it's like got good product pickup, like I'm not going to lie. And I'm gonna do this a little bit further back because this area right here, I do not want to have any sort of shine. And if you guys have been with me again for a while, and when I talk about blushes, I typically like to pull my blushes across the middle portion of my face and over my nose. I will not do that with this just because I don't think it's going to benefit me in any way. Is that even doing anything? This is what I was nervous about. I'm just gonna kind of pull it up towards my temples since it's got that shine to it. But I don't really see a difference. It maybe looks like a little bit more rosy than this side, I guess, yes, like a tad. But it doesn't honestly look like I'm wearing blush, does it? Aww. So, for the eyes, I am super excited. I picked up this Melt Cosmetics stack, and this is the baby girl stack. Zoom you in a little bit so you can just get all up in this business. So I'm going to take a Morphe M441. Yes, it's a little bit dirty. Don't judge me, girl. And I'm going to go in with this color called Scammin'. This is the really bright, like corally color. And it looked a little similar to this, but this is like a deeper, more orangey color. So I'm going to go in with this one. It is pulling more pink on camera, but it is definitely more of like a coral color. That is one dip in there, you guys. Can you see? That was literally me going, okay. Girl. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by buffing this into the crease. I'm really considering doing something very blown out because that color, oh my god, that is stunning. Yeah, we're gonna blow it out. I hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. So now I'm going to go in with this Jeffree Star and Morphe JS6 brush, so it looks like a Morphe M433. And I'm going to dip into the more orangey color, and this is called Main Squeeze. And we are going to start tapping this underneath there. Oh my, the pigment is insane. It is insane. Holy cow. So I'm going to start working this down in this area. Holy Toledo. Wow. So I again want to carry this one all the way into my inner corner, keeping this obviously quite low here, and I'm actually going to buff it into the lid. Yeah. And ever so slightly kind of do some circular motions upward, very lightly here. I don't want this color to go very high. Just kind of mesh with the pink right there in the middle portion of the crease. I'm gonna lightly feather this out as well here. So I don't want it to like be a harsh stop here. Almost kind of like you're just lightly fading it out. Watercoloring it, if you will. And so now I am gonna go back in with the M433 and lightly just pick up the teeniest amount of product and really focus on blending right in this area to build up that pink color, because I think it got lost right here. And so as you can see, that's gonna kind of really seamlessly drag that together, which is exactly what I want. Just like that. I'm thriving. Okay, so I do think I want to deepen it up just a teeny tiny bit. So I'm just gonna take a, what is this? A Morphe E36. It's just a tiny kind of pointer brush. I'm gonna go in with the color Breakup. This is like the darkest matte color in the stack. Again, it's looking a little lighter on camera, but it's kind of like this rustic reddish brown color. And I'm going to ever so lightly just dip into that. and then just kind of lightly focus it on the lash line, and then I'll bring it up just a tad here, almost in like the tiniest little outer V motion. Kind of like this, dragging it up, almost as if it was maybe going to be a wing liner, but it's not. And this is the first color truly with what I'm doing right here that I've had any type of fallout, so just be aware of that. Okay, so before I move on to the bottom, I do have this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide on Eye Pencil from their Wired collection. This is in the shade Amped. It's a very bright pink color. I'm going to put it on. I don't know if I'm gonna like it with this look. Okay, so there it is. I don't hate the color yet, so we'll see. And so now for the bottom portion, I'm literally just going to kind of mimic the top. I'm gonna use the same brushes because I don't want to dirty anymore. So I'm just gonna take the Jeffree Star brush and I'm gonna dip into that brighter orangey color, the, what is it called? Main Squeeze. And I'm just going to kind of feather this under here. Really no rhyme or reason to the way I'm doing it. And then again, just the M443 and the Scammon shade, the brighter pink color, just lightly tapping that in, really buffing that out. I do think I'm going to actually take some of like the pinky goldy shifty one, and that is Hopeless Romantics with an X. And I'm just gonna take this Luxie 141 brush, and I'm just gonna use this not necessarily like right in the inner corner, but in like this upper portion area, right here. So I kind of do, maybe I will put it in the entire inner corner. So I'm gonna spray my brush actually with a little bit of setting spray. Try this again. Ooh, girl, yes, look at you go. That is what I'm talking about. I am gonna pull it down here, because why the heck not? Okay, so this is the eye look thus far. I think I'm pretty happy with it, and I went ahead and filled in my eyebrows as well. And now I am going to use a not new, like in general, just new to me mascara. I'm pretty sure I've never ever tried this, but this is the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes mascara. And so I'm pretty sure this is like the Lights Camera something, whatever the gold tube one is called. And I guess this one is just waterproof. Yes, it is. It does say that on the back. And I got this in like a Sephora favorite set. This was a full-size product that came in one of them. And so I figured I'd give this one a try today. I know a lot of people love the non-waterproof version of this, so I'm excited to see how this goes. I have curled my lashes, by the way. Okay, so there is the mascara on. Moving into the highlighter for today, I picked up the Ciate London Dewy Stix. This is the Luminous Highlighting Balm in the shade Gleam. I'm super excited to try this out. I hope I can make this work well on my skin. Like I mentioned in my haul video, it really doesn't look like anything, but when you rub it out, it literally has the most beautiful glow. And so I found out this from Alyssa Ashley. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to rub quite a bit on my hand, and then I'm going to take my beauty blender and I am going to kind of like ball it up like this and get a little ball on it. I'm going to dip it in here and I'm going to lightly pat it. Oh man. So it's not supposed to be anything like overly crazy. It's just supposed to kind of give you like a glow from within. And so for the last thing for today's video, I have a lip product which I'm so excited about. This is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Unattached. It is a beautiful, like very vibrant, pinky coral color, and I am so excited to be able to use this today. I know it's like a lot of pink and like my shirt's really florally, but it was like a look I had in my mind, so I really hope this looks well. I do like her Stunna lip paint in Uncensored, which is the red one. It's probably one of my favorite liquid lipsticks, so we're gonna try this one today. Fingers crossed. Oh my goodness, it's like so vibrant against my tan. I don't even know what to do. I definitely should have went more ham on the bronzer for sure. I'm not going to pop on any falsies. I was considering it, and normally if I was doing a look like this and really going out, I probably would, but I kind of like how it looks a little more, I don't know, like soft and fun, even though it's very, very blown out. So real quick, let's just run through my thoughts on everything. I'm super excited. So with the primer, I actually like it. I do think still that I'm going to work on it with its learning curve of having to apply it. But I do like that this inner portion of my face just looks like kind of healthy. I don't look overly shiny where I think I look greasy or anything. Granted, now I've only probably been wearing the foundation with the primer like 45 minutes to an hour or so. So, you know, I will have to definitely kind of test this out more. And if you want to see like a full day wear test using this or something, just let me know. But so far, so good. I'm really not disappointed in this product at all. With the bronzer, I am so excited that I picked this up. I love it. I think it's such a beautiful color. I think that because the lip color is really, really bold, it's making me look a little less bronze, at least in the viewfinder. I think on, you know, my normal mirror that I don't look much different, but I definitely think it gives me the ability to build it up. I was just kind of nervous to do so today with the blush. But I'm very, very excited to keep playing with this. I definitely want to see how it continues to work for me as I get even more tan during the summertime. But I'm super excited to have this in my collection. With the eyeliner, just because it's right here next, I already told you guys that I really, really do love this. I do think it paired well with this look. Probably wasn't exactly what I was going for with the look, but I definitely think it went well. I love these. I have quite a few of these in blues and greens, and they are just wonderful eyeliners. If you haven't tried these, I highly suggest that you do. So with the Ciate Dewy Stick, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised by this. When I originally ordered it, I wasn't sure if like I got the right one that Alyssa Ashley mentioned, because she never actually mentioned a color, but I am really, really liking it. I think it's giving me a beautiful like glow from within. I don't think it looks like something is really sitting on my skin. However, I will say, like I told you, it had that kind of like tacky, kind of like sticky feeling. It does feel kind of sticky on my skin, like it is not setting down, which I didn't think it would. So I think you would either want to possibly set it maybe with like a really nice just like highlighting light powder. I don't think you'd want to really overdo it. Or I think if you do have drier skin, you could possibly really, really like this. I'm highly considering using this for a no makeup day, because, you know, with really nothing on the skin, just a really nice even base, if you had your hair up in a bun or something fun, I really don't think you would notice it. And I think if you wanted to put a light layer of like translucent powder over it, you definitely could, and it would still kind of give you that gleam from within, but without being a little bit tacky. But I'm super excited about this. I love the lipstick. I will say with this color, I did have to kind of like wait for it to kind of dry down, and you definitely can't go over it a ton because this is a lighter color, if you will, versus the uncensored one, the red one that I have. With the red one, I can go over it multiple times to really fill in the area. But with this one, it will look a little bit streaky. And what I love about these lip products is that one dip in the jar fills my entire mouth. The whole thing. I like hardly ever have to dip back in a second time, which I really appreciate because I feel like you're really getting a good bang for your buck out of the use of this product. I'm obsessed with the color. I think it's absolutely beautiful. But it does take a little bit more work because it is a lighter color and the formula is pretty thin. So if you don't like liquid lipsticks that feel really heavy or really dry, I suggest that you try these out. They have an array of colors in neutrals. I love the red, like I've already said, and so maybe check those out. So moving on, the Melt Cosmetics stack. Holy cow, you guys, I am beyond impressed with this, and I'm so excited because this is like $54 for 5 eyeshadows. It's very expensive. very, very, very expensive. But I will say the quality of the eyeshadows is insane. I wouldn't necessarily say that they're maybe like the best I've ever tried, because I definitely have some really great drugstore palettes from like Morphe and things like that that I think are really, really wonderful. But I was very impressed. To be like an all pink like stack, they were very easy to work with. I think the colors were very complementary. I think they blended out really well. I loved the like the two matte shades that I used, the really pink one, the really orange one. And honestly, you guys, this first one that I showed you with like the pink and gold shift that I put in the inner corner, outstanding. I don't know that I will run out and buy a ton of these. Like, I'm really glad that I didn't end up getting the neutral stack first, just because I have a ton of neutrals and I don't have a ton of like pinks necessarily. So I really am excited that I did pick up this one, just because I would have probably been a little bit more bummed had I got like a neutral stack for $54. Like, that's steep. With the mascara, honestly, you guys, impressed with this too, if I'm being real. I was a little bit nervous because when I first started putting them on, it wasn't really doing much. I will say that because it's waterproof, if you get little dots on your eye, it's not coming off, sis. Like, you're just gonna have to kind of deal with it. But at this point, like, I don't really care. I would just probably be more mindful of it in the future. And if you like waterproof mascara, then that's the bonus. I will say that I don't love it for my bottom lashes because the wand is a little too fat, but it doesn't look bad. But for the top lashes, so it's not lengthening by any means. I don't really think it's adding a lot of volume. But if it did not separate my lashes so beautifully, that is 2 full coats on each set. Normally I only do 1 coat of like my Bad Gal Bang, but the fact that I was able to do 2 coats with a waterproof mascara and they did not get clumpy is insane to me. I think it separated them beautifully. I think it's really, really nice. I think if you're doing like makeup in the summer and you're doing either no makeup or you're like wearing this to the beach or the pool, if you like to wear makeup to do those activities, then you could really like this, because if it's as waterproof as it claims it is, which I will let you know down in the bottom bar when I get ready to take all this off, how waterproof it was. But I think it makes your lashes look really, really nice, very natural, and you know, that way it doesn't really look like you're wearing makeup to like the pool or the beach if that's your thing. I think this would just make your natural lashes look a little bit more enhanced. Okay guys, so last but not least, the blush. I am so sad about this, you guys. You have no idea. I was so looking forward to this. I do think the formula is very nice. Like, I think it blended out nice. I think it was pretty on my hand. And I think if you have a very fair skin tone, and maybe if you are drier and you really are looking for that luminosity in almost every product that you wear, you should try these. He has a ton of great colors. I will not be picking up any more to try out, even if I saw a darker color, just because of the sheen in this. It's just not going to work for me. Okay guys, so that is going to be all for today's first impressions video. I really hope that you enjoyed watching. I am so excited that I finally got to play with some of my new goodies, and I'm even more excited that almost all of them were able to work out for me, and I am literally obsessed with this makeup look, you guys. You have no idea. I think it looks absolutely stunning for like spring and summertime, and I literally want to wear this out so bad. Like, I could see me right now sitting in a Mexican restaurant, 2 margaritas deep, and finishing up my first bowl of queso. It would be absolutely fantastic. I do think though, if I were to wear this look out, just because the eye look is so bold, I would pop on a pair of falsies, and I would probably reach for a pair of House of Lashes Iconic Lights, if you guys are wondering. So if you kind of like recreate this look and you want to know what kind of falsies I would wear, those would be it. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna quit rambling. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the makeup look down below, and if you tried any of these products for yourself, let me know that as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, that way you never miss another upload from me. I upload every Tuesday and Friday, and you can also come follow your girl on Instagram at Alyssa N Pope, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!